and I make nothing. Zero. Zilch. By the time I pay all my scientists, all my people in my research department lab coats, it's a wash. Well, why you do it then, baby Billy? Well, because I'm selfless, and I want to heal as many people as the dear Lord.
All right, guys, check this out. A warning to all you guys who are out there booking your own loads and dealing with these brokers, these nasty-ass brokers. So this broker called me. I looked at the load on the truck stop. I didn't want it. I just looked at it and was done. He called me probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, asking if I wanted to take the load. So I told him, give me the details on the load. He told me it was concrete barriers. And that was all there was to it. They're concrete barriers, 35,000 pounds, blah, 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 from point A to point B. And I said, okay, is there any kind of special conditions, any extra stops or anything? Nope, just one pick, one drop. Boom, done. All right, this is how much I want for it. I told him what I wanted for it. He said, could you meet me kind of halfway, this and that and that? I said, no, I need the whole thing. I need all of mine. He said, all right, let me go see. He got off the phone, came back. Hey, yeah, what about 11.90? Like, what are you talking about? $10? What are we talking about $10 for? I said, no. I quoted this load for $3 a mile, and that's what it is. So he's like, all right, I'll okay. Then I come and get here right now. I ain't gonna lie, I told him I'd be here at 1:30. I didn't get here at 1:30. I got there at 3, so I'm a little bit late. Point is, nobody called me till 3 o'clock, right? Until I got here. So anyway, that doesn't matter. What matters is that after they started loading this ain't concrete barriers. This ain't what we talked about, but fine, I don't care. Rate's paying, fine, whatever. I said, I'm gonna go scale this though to make sure the weight's right. Then when they're done, they're like, hey, you know it's gotta be tarped out? I'm like, no. Ain't nobody tell me about no tarp. I don't tarp loads. I'm not gonna tarp the load. And if he would have told me it was a tarp load, I wouldn't have agreed to take it, period. And so, let me catch back, I gotta read this. Anyways, let me go ahead and finish this. I just got the email that I needed to confirm that they're not gonna take no money from me taking this load on tarps. Because long story short, me and the forklift driver started talking about it. He's like, hey, it's gotta be tarp, blah, blah, blah. It was real clear between you and the broker who set this load up. I'm like, no, it wasn't clear because I don't take tarp loads and I don't do that. I said, I got a tarp, but it's not gonna cover this whole thing. He said, well, why you got tarps then if you don't tarp loads? Because I like to tarp small shit. I tarp what I want to. I don't do this stuff. I don't tarp right now, it's too hot. And yeah, they're definitely not paying to be tarped. So he got on the phone telling the customer, and the customer's blah, blah, it was real clear between you and the broker who set this load up. No, it wasn't. First he told me it was concrete barriers, so he lied. I would have never been like, oh, it's concrete barriers? Does it need to be tarped? Because I know you don't tarp concrete barriers. This is bullshit. So anyways, I had to call the broker and go back and forth with his dumb ass. And I had to have him send an email confirming that this load's okay to go with no tarp and they're not gonna make a rate reduction. Because fuck that. I told everybody here they could take it off the trailer if it needed to be tarped, because I ain't gonna do it. So be careful when you're dealing with these brokers, and you can't see this shit coming, because I didn't see this bullshit coming. But I should have known as soon as I got here, which I mean obviously I knew because they're not concrete barriers, but they'll try to get you, man. They'll try to get you. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's back. God damn. Oh, man. Alright, so we're doing some tarping today. Being that we're doing tarping today, I just come buy some tarps. Got some moving blankets right here. These are 6 feet by 6.5 feet. I got 5 moving blankets so I don't destroy my brand new tarps. So I'm waiting on them to bring my tarp out right now. I got a 20-foot end piece by 8-foot drop. So that's what it is. So we're gonna load up the tarp, moving blankets, and a box of bungees I just bought too. Also a box of bungees. We're gonna go pick up this TQL load. Damn it. But before I get back to the truck and trailer, I gotta buy a tire for the trailer. So I'm planning to spend another $330, $340 on a trailer tire on a spare. So we're going long distance. We're leaving from Houston, Texas, and we're going up to Connecticut. God damn it. But you know I'm only doing that because it's making sense. Put these damn moving blankets in here. Go back and get our tarp and our bungees. And we made it. This is what they want to be tarped. The shipper here says that he doesn't think it needs to be tarped because the whole damn thing is, shrink wrapped. And it's also not 7,000 or 8,000 pounds or 5,000 pounds like the broker told me in TQL. They're saying it's more, maybe 25,000 to 30,000 pounds. So yeah. So I'm gonna hook this up. Let the broker know that this is a lot heavier than what he told me it was, and then I'm gonna double check about the tarp because it doesn't need to be tarped. It's already tarped. I just bought a whole fucking tarp, but fuck it. I've got my blankets out right here. These are the blankets that I'm going to put over the top of all the sharp corners or edges on this thing. And that blanket will go between the load and my tarp, and that will prevent the tarps from tearing. So yeah, that's what we got to do. I'm waiting on this guy right here to help me out so he can put me in that damn box and put me on a freaking forklift. I can hoist my ass up there and try to do this, man. Pain in the ass to tarp this thing. I tried not to tarp it, but the broker is 1,000% needs to be tarped. So I got an extra $300 because this ain't no 5, 6, 7,000 pounds. This is probably closer to 30,000 pounds. So 7,000 turned into 7,300. Well, let's go. Oh, can I get the sheriff out here? There's a bunch of trucks parked at the truck stop. All right, yeah, we'll come. There's a bunch of trucks stopped and parked at the truck stop. Okay. Bunch of trucks parked at the truck stop. Yes, that's an emergency. We'll come right out. Fucking hey, dude. So, I'm at the Loves. I stole their ladder because I'm gonna finish the tarp job. What happened when I loaded last night, I had the tarp draped over it. And I was in such a rush to get out of there, and I was like, this don't need to be tarped. I left the front tarp on, I pulled that one back off, folded it back up, and put it back on the truck. Well, they wanted pictures of it still after I sent them pictures of it. I sent them pictures of both tarps on it, draped over it, but not bunged down. They wanted complete pictures of the damn thing bunged down. And so I told them basically it blew off going down the road, but I have the tarp still. They want the fucking tarp. This is bullshit. So I'm at the Loves, I stole their ladder, and we're just out here working the tarp, man. I have not gotten on top of that thing because you will die. It's only solid right here and right here. There's like nothing in the middle to stand on. And why get up, 15 fucking feet in the air anyway? So, yeah, let me keep working on this. So I just got done tarping it the best I can. Really hot out here. The shade came out really good. There was a whole rain cloud that came over. It felt great the most of the time. The sun really just came back out. Also got a bad tire. Yeah, this tire's been wearing really fucked up. I don't know why. It's bad. I went down the road and turned around so I could come back into the truck stop and do this tarp job, and in that amount of time this whole thing ripped off. But I've been watching it because I've been watching it peel away, but it's completely gone now. So that's why I bought a new tire. I didn't buy it for that side though. I really bought it for the other side, but we're in a situation where we can't do anything about that. So I'm gonna get into the Loves here and get them to put that tire on right there. And I've got one more spare to go, use the spare. Hopefully we'll be all right. But damn TQL, they some motherfuckers, man. They really want this shit tarp, dude. They're just breathing down your neck. It's done though. It's as good as it's gonna get, and they've accepted that. But they just really wanted this damn thing to have some kind of tarp on it. So 8-foot drop up top and 6 foot back here, and that's all we got. And I just measured too. We are 13 foot 7 inches at the tallest point right there, with no air in the trailer. So I'm sure when we air the trailer, we'll be looking at 14 feet, or damn near. When I measured it, it was 13.8 when we left. But, that don't make sense because this is gonna at least come up about another 3 inches, 4 inches, about 3 more inches. So we're gonna be 13.10, I'd say. All that 14. Let me go get in here and see if we bought these tires, man. I need them to put it on. And this is the little spot where we're oversized. We ain't gonna talk about that though. Good afternoon. Man, is my lens dirty? What the hell? I don't know. Anyways, real quick, we're in Virginia. We left Houston, we're on our way to Connecticut with this. This is a big industrial heat exchanger. It's really big. It was supposed to be oversized. It was supposed to be like 8 foot 9 inches wide, but I think it's actually 8 foot 5 inches wide. I don't know. I mean, look, it fits, man. It fits. Honestly, the only thing that's really oversized as far as the width on here is my binders right here and the tarp. That's the only thing that's sticking out in this trailer, and it's tall. We're measured with the trailer fully aired up, 13 foot 10 inches. So, the story behind this is, it's TQLO, they wanted it tarped. I said I'd tarp it, then I got there, it didn't look like it needed to be tarped. But, that being said, let me turn the camera around. There's Daisy. Just out here taking Daisy for a little bathroom break. Anyway, TQLO, he told me it was 5,000 pounds. He lied. I got there. The dimensions were all right, but the weight was 30,000 pounds. So they said it needed to be tarped. I threw the tarp on there. It was a bitch and a half to do it. And then I ended up taking this tarp down without bungee in it before I left, because I just felt like, you know what, I'm gonna leave the front tarp on. This don't need to be tarped though. So I left. Then they wanted pictures of it fully tarped. So I ended up having to tarp the whole goddamn thing again, right? So there's the dimensions. It's not actually 140 inches tall, but it is 30,000 pounds. It's not 5,000 pounds like you told me. So, like I said, on the trailer, aired down, that's the tallest point right there, that corner. We're 13.6 and 13.7 aired down with the trailer aired up. Airbags, we're at 13.10. So I didn't pull permits for this because it is 13.10, just under 14 feet. But we are in these states where, like Virginia or anywhere else you're going to the East Coast, 13.6 is the legal limit. So, man, look at all these bungees right here. These aren't mine, I hope. I bet these are my bungees. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with all these bungees. These are probably all my bungees right here. I think, because I've been losing bungees, they're just kind of been popping off. Anyway, feel bad for telling you guys I didn't get permits for these, but I think we'll make it though. It's paying $4.05 a mile, so it's a decent rate. So I picked it up on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, by the way. Picked it up on Wednesday, didn't really get nowhere Wednesday or Thursday because I picked up an extra spare tire, a brand new spare tire, just in case I had any tire trouble on this trip. And sure enough, I already replaced this one. So I'm down to one spare tire left, and it's a used spare at that. But that is what it is. I just made sure I was prepared on this long ass trip. I ain't taken a long ass trip like this in a while. The truck is dirty. Haven't given it a wash in forever. You can see all the damn dirt and fuel on the tank right there. I mean, it's filthy. There goes the step deck and the W900. Anyway, what else can I say about this load? It rides good. The only thing that was hard about this load was tarping it. I ended up having to retarp this load, this back half right here, at the Loves. I took their ladder. Well, I'll put the video clips in there, y'all will see, but that's what ended up happening. So today's Saturday. We don't have to be there until Monday in Connecticut to drop this off. So that's the plan, Monday morning. I'm riding at night. I am doing everything I can to miss the scales, but it's gonna be impossible, I think, here in Virginia, because these scales, they just stay open. These damn scales in Virginia just stay open. We're doing some repairs right here, anyway. Man. So I don't know what's gonna happen, man. Hopefully I don't get hopefully I don't get pulled into the scale, man. If they have some permits because I'm technically 4 inches too tall, that's gonna piss me off. Now, I also had a fender bender. I'm gonna throw the clip in here too. Basically, a car tried to merge into my lane while I was already in my lane, and this is the damage that it caused. Fucked up my fender and hood, so that needs to be repaired. The bumper was pushed all the way into the tire. They cut the damn tire on both sides, this tire and that tire. So I need 2 tires, that needs to be repaired. Need a new bumper. I pulled the bumper out as best I could. I ain't had a bath. Messed up my paint right here. Damn Teslas, man. Pushed this, lost my lights on the bumper ends. You know, did some damage here. So that car, their insurance, Allstate, ended up accepting liability for causing the accident. And the police saw my dash cam video and they faulted them as well, gave them a ticket. So, you know, they're gonna send me some money to fix the truck, so that's good. I'm just waiting on that right now. But I need to walk my dog and get into the grass now. Daisy! Oh, she was right there behind me just doing her thing. Damn. Yeah, I got my Dr. Thunder. So we're gonna walk over to the grass, let her do her business. Truck's been all right. Truck's been doing pretty good. You know, when I get that money though for that accident, I'm definitely gonna put some kingpins on the truck and 2 new tires up front. Oh, I fucked my shirt up. Oh well. That's right, girl. Do you? So I haven't taken a load like this in a long time. It's going really far. I usually kind of stay in my area, you know. I just stay in my area, but I'm taking a long one. Why? Because this load paid pretty good. The reason it paid pretty good is because of just how big it is. You know, mainly the height. Absolutely had to be on a step deck. Really, I mean a low pro step deck. Really, that's a RG and extendable load all day, dude. I don't know why they couldn't get one for that, but whatever. Probably because they didn't want to pay enough. They had it posted, TQL had it posted on the board for $5,000. When I saw the dimensions and stuff, I shot my shot. I said 6,000. And they were like, oh, yeah, we'll see if we can get it approved. But they wanted to work with us. And then I realized that I underbid that. So I called them back and said, hey, I underbid this. You know, I got to get permits and this and that. It's this big and blah, blah, blah. They wanted it there Friday. So I picked it up Wednesday, supposed to be there Friday. Well, they wanted it. That wasn't going to happen, though, after, you know, the issue with the tire and the tarp. So anyways, I bid that for 7,000. Then I got there thinking it was 5,000, maybe 8,000 pounds. No, that ain't no fucking 5,000 to 8,000 pounds. That's 30,000 pounds. I texted the broker. He's like, here's $300. Will that work? I'm like, yeah, I really should have been like 9,500, but he gave me $300. So 7,300 on the rate, 1,800 on the miles, and I'm trying not to get pulled into a scale because I'm technically 13 foot 10 inches. And I know. What are you gonna do though? Anyways, I hope you guys had a good Labor Day weekend, man. I'm gonna put some video clips in here of my Labor Day weekend. I haven't been making any videos for you guys like that just because it's just, I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. But I've been staying in my area. I've been trying to survive because this market sucks right now. It's crazy. It's so bad. I'm thinking about trading the trailer and getting a flatbed or a regular step deck with 22.5s on there, because them 17.5s, they've been killing me, dude. Every other week, I'm pretty sure I buy a tire for that trailer, and that tire, the cheapest I can get those tires for is around $300-400. If you get the expensive tires, the good tires, the Michelins, you're gonna spend $700 all day. You know, and God forbid you have to get a tire on the road. You know, so I've been keeping spares on me just in case that situation happens. I don't have to pay $600-700 for a tire. But still, every other week, I've got to buy a tire, it seems like, on that trailer. Because the jackknifing, the trailer destroys the tires. You know, you can't go too fast on the tires. I really don't be going more than 67 because the cheap tires aren't speed rated for more than 68 miles an hour. The Michelins, you can speed rate them to 80, but I'm not buying those. So the tires have been killing me. I don't have ramps, so that's not been good for me either. Not having ramps, I've been missing a lot of ramp loads. That trailer only shines if you have ramps or if you're getting over-dimensional loads, tall loads too. Then it shines, but if you're not doing that, and I just haven't been getting enough of that, right? I haven't been getting enough of that. There's plenty of ramp loads, but I don't have the ramps. It's not my trailer to put ramps on and put the ramp kit on because, you know, you got to drill into the tail section, weld the tail section so you can hook the ramps up to the tail on the back, and, you know, it's not my trailer to do that. And it's expensive too. You know, I paid $293 a week for that trailer, so that's about $1,200 a month for that trailer. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a 53 foot flat or a regular step, 53 step, and you know, the flatbed is gonna be like $200 a week. And the pipe loads have been moving pretty good. And I can't haul pipes with that because they want straight flatbed. So I'm thinking about switching over to a straight 53-foot flat. It's gonna be less expensive to run. The maintenance is gonna be less. Tires, the payment less. All that's gonna be less. So, anyways, let me find my dog. I'll keep you guys updated on how this load goes, man. And because this load doesn't have to be there till Monday, and today's Saturday, you know, I picked it up Wednesday. I probably got 400 miles Wednesday night. Stopped, spent the entire day at the truck stop, getting that spare put on and retarping that damn load at the gloves. Then I drove that night, Thursday night, maybe about 4 or 5 hours. I've only been doing 64 miles an hour. I've been trying to get that fuel mileage. I've just been really moseying along. It's Saturday now, so I typically just been driving. Last night I think I drove 7 or 8 hours, and that's it, man. I just been chilling, taking it easy. I ain't got to be there till Monday, so I'm just taking my sweet time with it. I'm not trying to have no mess ups. I'm not trying to lose no tires. I'm not trying to get pulled over. I'm not trying to have anything go wrong, because I haven't traveled this distance in, man, at all this year. I mean, I think I did a one long trip. I did 2 long distance trips that were like 2 weeks long at the beginning of the year, and that was it. So I've just been Cadillacing it, man. And since I'm going all the way to freaking Connecticut, the rates are trash everywhere. I'm not in a rush to get back home, so I'm just gonna try to make as much money as I can and work my way down. If it takes a week, it takes a week. It's gonna take a week. If it takes 2 weeks, well, damn it, it's gonna take 2 weeks. But I refuse to take a cheap, super heavy load just because I want to move. I will sacrifice a day or two sitting in the spot until I find that damn load that's worth a damn taking me ass out of the Northeast. So that's what it is, man. Everybody stop taking cheap freight. We all gotta make sacrifices. If you can't, sit for a day or two. Because, geez, man, they're trying to take advantage of us. And they are taking advantage of us. Anyway, yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in some clips, and you know, you guys can see how it's been going for me over the past month or whatever. Just some little clips here and there. But today's Saturday, and I'll keep you in the loop on this journey to Connecticut with this load, man. And pray for me. Pray that I don't get pulled into the scale and they're tripping on my hike.